All right, we've been talking about mindset, we've been talking about all kinds of stuff, and I think we need to move into some more actionable stuff because that's really where I live. That's why my clients have such amazing results in their businesses. And it comes down to setting actionable goals. So how do you set actionable goals? And how do you make them like actually become your reality? Because this is how I started actually coaching years ago. I had only a goal setting program, but it was for salon owners, and I don't have it anymore. I could like try to dig it out. I don't know where that is, some Google file like way back, but this is what I started with, and it's so freaking important. Like, so many people are like, dream, make a vision board, like get your vibe right, manifest, whatever. Cool. If that works for you, go ahead, please do it, and then come to this, right? Like, get your energy right, like do all those things. Love that for you, if that works for you. But for me, I had done all of those things and wasn't having like the dollars come through. Like it didn't like, just because I put that yacht on that vision board, like somehow I still didn't have the yacht. Right? Like, what? And I'm kidding, I never had a yacht on my vision board, but maybe it's time we put one on there. I don't have a vision board, but like, and I just felt like it was wasting so much freaking time. Like, it was just not a good use of my time. Like, I can daydream all day long here, which I highly encourage you to do, but I don't need to like cut stuff out of a magazine in order to do that. If you like that, I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying it doesn't work for me, and it doesn't, like, that's not a process that I understand or teach. Okay, we're on the same page. I'm not saying that's terrible. I'm just saying it's not good for me. So what I did was I evolved this program into something that now I call the Dream 10. And I host an elite retreat every year called the Dream 10 Retreat. It's so much fun. It is, it's just phenomenal, and it's all based around your Dream 10. So what is the Dream 10? This is how you set actionable goals and make them your reality, okay? I don't like really enjoy setting goals for my business. That's not very fun. Like, you have to do it, sure, and we're gonna get there. But the Dream 10 is not about that. The Dream 10 is 10 big goals you want for your freaking life. For you, for fun, not for your husband, not for your kids, not whatever, for you. If they involve them, that's great. Like if you're like, I wanna take my whole family on vacation to Europe for a month, goes on the Dream 10 list, they can absolutely go with you, but you like can't make goals for other people. Like, I want my husband to go to the gym 4 days a week. Like, that's not a goal that you can't control that, right? If you can, that's crazy, but you can't, as far as I know. You can't make other people do things, right? So you write these 10 goals, and like, you can, anything that comes to mind, something that you want, like literally just, this is like what you want to have happen in your life, what you want to exist in your life. Like, maybe it's long term. It doesn't even have to have a frame of time on it. None of that is really that important. It's just that your dream, putting things down. I like to do like 1 year, frankly. But it's up to you what you want to do. If you want to say 5 years, if you want to say like 3 years, if you want to put 6 months, I don't care. But it's like whatever like feels like actually freaking insane, like crazy, unbelievable, amazing, just phenomenal, right? Like, this would be so cool if. And I know people say you need to write it down in the present tense. Like, I have 10 kittens and 13 puppies. Like, no, I don't do that. I know that they say you should, but I don't do it. So I just want to be honest with you. I don't do that. I just write like, I don't know, like 100K in savings. That's what I write down. Like, I don't write any present tense or past tense. I just write the thing, right? Amazing pool, epic deck, tons of detail I give, right? So that it's like black and white, concrete. It's not like, get skinny. Like, what? Who's skinny? Like, define it. So you have to put things down. I put things about, personal health, mental health, spirituality, religion, like whatever works that you want for you, like your environment, your car, money, your business. You can totally put goals for your business, but it's just like, it doesn't have to be. It's not 10 business goals. And then you write an 11th goal. This is your big dream goal. And this is the thing that makes all that possible. Like, what would it actually take in order for you to make that your reality? What would it take? And this is where you have to think like, okay, what do I have? I have a business, I own this salon, I have these stylists, like where can I think differently? What can I do? Like what could I do that would make that happen? And then from there, that's your 11th goal. And that 11th goal is the thing that you run with. That's the thing that you work on for the rest of the rest until you hit all those things on there, or you change course, right? Because you're allowed to change your mind. And from there you reverse engineer. So how do you make these things actionable and real? Well, the dangling of the carrot is your dream 10 list. But the 11th goal is that you have to do. That makes that your reality. Because if I'm like, oh yes, 10% profitability in your salon, like that's the thing I really want. Absolutely, we want that. And many of my clients want that as a goal. They don't want that so that they can earn an award and like wear a crown and a sash that says, I got 10% profitability in my salon. Like that's not the vibe. The vibe is they want that because that means something for their life. And so those things that you write down are the things that you want for your freaking life. Like, so you have a reason to want them. Like you want them because it makes you feel good, it's happy. Ultimately, everything that you want in life, I think you can bring down to, it makes me happy, right? You digest, and ultimately we all want the same, like we want different things, but the reason we want them is because we want to be happy, right? We want to feel safe, loved, and happy, secure. That's why we do stuff. So that list for you, that probably looks like safe, loved, happy, secure. Like when you write it down, that's probably what those things mean. And if it doesn't, then that's okay too. Whatever you want is good for you. Like, it really frankly doesn't matter. It does not matter. But what does matter is you write the list, and then the 11th goal that you spend a lot of freaking time working and reverse engineering that baby. And I know there's tons of goal setting and tons of people that do this a bunch of different ways, and people that have done it far different and probably in a better way for some people, for them, but this is what works for me. So I take that goal and I just work on that 11th goal like forever. And I break it down into tiny little parts, and I will work on that, and it's like, okay, that's the thing. And then when I hit that and then some of the stuff gets crossed off the list, then I'm like, yeah, but also, and then I'll just work on something else, you know, like, but it's still moving me in that direction. It's still moving me in that direction, because when you take stuff from that big goal, that thing that would make that possible, and you're just like, I have actually no freaking idea how I would do that. Like if it's like get 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, like if that's the goal that makes all the rest of my goals possible, I start small. I go, okay, maybe I need to take a course, and maybe I need to learn how to do this. And by the way, this is not my goal, but I'll take it. But maybe it's, you know, like, okay, I'll do that thing. And maybe your goal is that you have, you know, that you hit $1 million in your salon this year. Number one, if that's your goal, please download the masterclass to your $1 million salon. Foundation to your $1 million salon. It's a masterclass in the top link under this video. But like maybe that's your thing. So you're like, I have no idea how I would do that, but like let me map this out. Let me reverse engineer this. Okay, my marketing would need to be on point. I would need to tighten up inventory and ordering. I need a lot better SOPs for my employees. I need maybe to hire employees, fire employees. Like what do I need to do? Like you just make a giant list, and then you start working on that list, and you do 3 things from your list every single day. Now that might not be to complete it. It might be like Googling something is one of your 3 things for the day. Maybe you need to sell more retail. So you're like, okay, how can I sell more retail? Maybe you check out Salon Quarterly and like figure out how to get more bookings and sell more retail. There's also a link for that below. But like maybe it's just starting small with like creating 1 shelf talker. It's not that hard. 3 things every day. You just tiny little bite-sized pieces that you can get done. Whoa, sorry. That you can get done in a short period of time. Like that's it. And then you just keep doing it. It's not sexy, it's not fun, it's not exciting, but you check in with your list and you check in with your Dream 10 often. I rewrite my list about quarterly. Definitely do it once a year. And I have like a big ceremony about it. I like put on some nice music. I get like a fizzy water and like go sit in the sunshine, which is my favorite thing to do. I'm like a cat that needs to like get warm in the window. And I will take like a nice notebook and some fancy pens, and I go sit outside and I do that. And that for me is like great. And then quarterly, I'll check in with it and be like, do I still want that? Do I still want that? Do I still want that? No. How's this looking? Like, how's my reverse engineering? How's my like day-to-day going? And then I go from there. I'm gonna plug in and I just keep moving forward. And that's literally how I'm sitting in this building of my salon. This is my office upstairs. There used to be 4 stations here. And there's not anymore because I wanted an office, and that was part of the deal and part of this whole thing, and like being a business coach and all of that. Like it all moves me closer to my Dream 10. It all moves me closer to my Dream 10, and I love doing this work, and I love being a salon owner, and I love like all of the pieces and parts and the good and the bad and all of it, because I know what I ultimately want because of it. And that's my dream 10, right? Like that's those 10 things on that list. Those are my diamond encrusted carrot that's dangling out there in front of me. And I'm just doing the dang thing, right? So try it. Let me know how it goes. If you need help, like, gosh, there's a lot of different goal setting resources. You probably know how to set a goal. But what you don't know how to do is to follow through. You need to build habits around that stuff. You have to keep doing it. And that's why I say just break it down into the tiniest freaking little tiny things you have to do every day and just do 3 of them.